Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Kim Chen Wei, and I'm a student at Wawasan Open University. And currently I'm taking this subject called Introduction to Psychology. Today I'm going to talk about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how it can be used to explain the motivational reasons to pursue higher education. So let's begin. Look at this picture at the bottom right. Look at this guy. His name is Abraham Harold Maslow. He was born in 1908 and he passed away in 1970. His qualifications include the Bachelor of Arts, the Master of Arts, and a PhD in psychology, all from the University of Wisconsin. He is a humanistic psychologist, and he once wrote a paper titled A Theory of Human Motivation in 1943. And in this paper, he proposed a hierarchy of needs, which is now popularly known as the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So what is this hierarchy of needs? Let's look at it. This is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's like a pyramid because there are several levels of needs, starting from the bottom, which is called the physiological needs, and then followed by safety needs, and then belongingness and love needs, and then esteem needs, and the last and the final one, and the highest one, is self-actualization. Now, according to Maslow, you need to satisfy the bottom one first before you move on to the higher one. For example, you need to satisfy your physiological needs first before you would desire the safety needs. And then you need to satisfy the safety needs first before you would desire the belongingness and love needs. And then you need to satisfy your belongingness and love needs first before you would desire your esteem needs. And then you need to satisfy your esteem needs first before you would desire the self-actualization needs. Okay, so briefly I explained to you what all these needs first, but later I explain to you in more detail in the later slides each and every needs of it. So briefly, physiological needs refer to the food and drink. Safety needs refer to security and safety. Belongingness and love needs refer to social interactions. Esteem needs refer to prestige and fame. Self-actualization refers to the achieving one's full potential. Now, first of all, the bottom one, physiological needs, refers to food and drink because we need to eat. These are the basic needs. Without this, you are dying. So we need to eat food, we need to drink water, we need oxygen, we need constant temperature. And interestingly, Maslow said that sex is also part of the physiological needs. So these are the basic biological needs. That's why it's called physiological needs. Now, once you have satisfied your physiological needs, then you would desire the next need, which is called the safety needs. So examples include security, stability, protection, freedom from fear, freedom from anxiety and chaos, and law and order. So basically, it's all about feeling safe. There's the sense of security. Like for example, you need a safe house to stay in. You want to be protected from robbers, and you need police in the surrounding environment, law and order. And also you need to have freedom from stress, fear. So you want to have a safe working environment, and also a safe environment around your house. These are all the examples of safety needs. Now, once you have satisfied your safety needs, you would desire the next need, which is called the belongingness and love needs. So examples include friendship, socialization, romance. You want to find a girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, you have the desire to marry. You have the desire to have a family. You want to belong to a community. So basically, it's all about having interaction and socialization. You want to have friends. You need to communicate. You want to have a love partner. So that's belongingness and love needs. Now, once you have satisfied your belongingness and love needs, then you would want to have the esteem needs. So it's all about self-esteem. Now, according to Maslow, there are two types. One is the lower form, one is the higher form. The lower form examples include respect, prestige, appreciation, and social status. Well, the higher form examples include self-confidence, accomplishment, mastery, and competence. I can see that there's a difference here. The lower form is like the basic respect and social status, while the higher form is about gaining some confidence, gaining skills, for example, competence, and you've accomplished something, you have mastered something. So you have gained some professional skills, for example. Okay, but essentially, all of it forms your self-esteem. Now, once you have satisfied your esteem needs, then you would proceed to the next and the last one, the highest needs of all, which is called the self-actualization needs. So it's all about achieving one's full potential. It's about fulfilling yourself. So it's called self-fulfillment. So examples include the desire to climb Mount Everest for those who are interested, for those who are passionate in climbing a huge mountain, a very high mountain, or for those who are passionate about qualifications, then one example is the ambition to gain a PhD qualification. It's about actualizing yourself, fulfilling your ambition, your lifelong dream. That's why it's called the self-actualization needs. Because, for example, getting a PhD is not easy. It's very difficult. It takes a few years to finish it. So once you have finished it, you feel very satisfied. The same with climbing Mount Everest. For those who are passionate about it, they feel very satisfied. They fulfilled themselves once they have climbed Mount Everest. Now, I'm going to explain the 5 needs, how it can be used to explain the motivational reasons for pursuing higher education. So we start off with the basic one, okay, the first one, which is called physiological needs. So why do students go to a university or college to study, okay, or to pursue a higher education? Because they want to find a job, to earn money, in order to buy food and drink. That's the basic needs to survive. Now, next, once you satisfy your physiological needs, then you would go on to satisfy your safety needs. So yes, you have a job, but that's not enough. You want to have a secure, stable job, which can provide stable income. And also, you want to have a safe and fair working environment. That's why Malaysians, they are trying to avoid the shady jobs, the dirty, dangerous, and difficult jobs. They prefer to let the foreign workers to work in those shady jobs, the dirty, dangerous, and difficult jobs. So if you have higher qualifications, you can work in an office, which is much safer than in a construction site, for example. So you feel safer in an office. And also, when you have a stable job, stable income, you'll be able to buy a more secure house, a safer house. For example, a house in a gated housing estate where there are security guards patrolling around the area. So you feel safe. So once you have satisfied your safety needs, next you will move on to your belongingness and love needs. So why do students go to a university to study? Because they want to interact with their peers, their friends, the lecturers, and any other friends within the university campus, to have a social interaction. And also, by having higher qualification, you can belong to an educational community. For example, after you have graduated, you can interact with the professionals. For example, you can join a professional association like ACCA, okay, or like APA. So it's a professional group for professionals where you can interact with each other. So those are educational communities. Next, once you have satisfied your belongingness and love needs, you would want to have your esteem needs fulfilled. So for example, once you have graduated, you can gain respect, prestige, social status, sense of achievement, and professional skills. So for example, once you have graduated, you can gain some skills to find a job. So it gives you self-confidence. You can fulfill your self-esteem. And next, once you have satisfied your esteem needs, then you want to satisfy your self-actualization needs. For example, to fulfill your lifelong ambition, personal interest, and passion. Just like getting a PhD qualification. So for example, you have already had an undergraduate degree, you have a master's degree, but that's not enough. You want to fulfill your lifelong ambition, your passion. to get a PhD qualification. And this is similar to the self-actualization is at the highest level. The same with PhD is at the highest level. So it matches with each other. So you have actualized yourself to achieve what you can be, to achieve your full potential. So those are the reasons. Okay, all these are the reasons, the motivational reasons for pursuing higher education. All these 5 needs. So in conclusion, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs can be used to explain the motivational reasons for the pursuance of higher education. All of these 5 needs. From the bottom, physiological, next safety, then the belongingness and love needs, then to esteem needs, then to self-actualization needs. Now, I'm really curious about something. I hope future research can help to answer this question. Do the lower level needs required to be satisfied first before the higher level needs are desired in pursuing higher education? So it needs empirical support to demonstrate that all these needs need to be satisfied sequentially from the bottom to the higher level, okay, from the lower level to the higher level. So I hope that future research can show and demonstrate empirically that all these needs, it follows a sequential order in the context of the motivation reason in pursuing higher education. Now, this is the reference that I referred to. And basically, that's it. Thank you very much. So this is all about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how it can be used to explain the motivational reasons for pursuing higher education. Thank you very much and goodbye.